We have had a solid tournament overall up until this point. Round 4 up on the docket today for Necedah Golf Club by Mayday. Moving to the final set of tees here. I would say at the back, but it's been mixed sets all the way through. Medium winds here, default wind direction. So fingers crossed that the wind does not start flipping crazy directions. Default winds are just probably about my least favorite in terms of conditions. Fortunately, it's medium, but still painful nonetheless. Firm fairways, firm greens that are fast. So, honestly, in terms of the rest of the setup, medium with firm, fast, I would expect pin 4 to be pretty tough because the rest of it is, I would say, fairly standard, fairly normal conditions that we play in on a pretty regular basis. But let's get things kicked off. If you have not subbed to the channel already, I would greatly appreciate it. Only if you're enjoying it, though. I'm not gonna force you to do it. Only if you want to. But let's get on into it. Let's see if we can pick up where we, maybe not pick up where we left off, pick up the pieces of round 3 and bring this tournament home. Because we had a very good first 2. That's bait. Sub to the YouTube channel. Here, I'll put the caveat in there for you. Sub to the YouTube channel. I'm not baiting you to give me money on Twitch. This is not a bait channel. Yet. No, it's not a bait channel. We're not we're not switching up. Firm, fast. Let's give this a little bit of loft. Good swing, good line. Is the distance good, though? A little long. Hopefully it sits. Just a little bit downhill. But that means we have an uphill putt here, so should hopefully have a straightish putt up the hill at it. We'll take birdie on the first. I say, in my brain, I'm like, oh no, we're long and we're rolling away. But when it rolls straight past the hole and you just get a straight shot up the hill, that's always a pretty good sign. All right, I don't want to go like too crazy with this shot shape, but I want to get it on the ground running just to get a little more distance than the 3 would. Good strike. We kept it left of the bunker anyway. But with the firm, this should be a nice little roller. Hey, thank you, TFR. How we doing? All right, so we are 17 feet up here with the wedge in hand. Pitching wedge, somewhere in the like 147 ballpark. Slight wind in, I would say maybe touches it just a little. I think we're gonna have to play a couple yards here. And then play some brakes on it. And then that needs to play just a little bit outside. Good distance, but man, forcing these fasts in here every once in a while just really makes things way too tough. That's kind of the problem that we've run into in bursts around this tournament is every once in a while just start hitting it a little bit too hard. Gotta stay relaxed. Alright, gotta get this thing started up the hill. I thought I thought it was staying outside. Come on. Oh, talk about grabbing the lip. We didn't have much of that in round 3. Not at all. Okay, I believe that we can hang this drive outside left of the fairway, stay out of that bunker. I think that should be far enough left to not just take the kick all the way right into the bunker. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hey, thanks, Sparky. All right, firm, firm, fast. Now, we got in trouble with the 6-iron in round 2, I think. I don't want to get in trouble with it here. Now, we're going to lose some distance. We're going to get some distance back. I think we're going to end up somewhere down in this gully a bit. It's almost... Oh, this is tough. We might still end up long with this, but my goal here is ultimately to try and cut it into the slope and put a little bit of loft and brakes on it, but we could go long still. Why am I so fast? Why am I so fast? What am I... I'm trying to force something so badly. I'm trying to force something so badly that I rush it at the top of the downswing. All right. Well, it's fast green, so let's just fast forward our way all the way down to the bottom. Honestly, though, it's kind of a weird thing. It ends up being not all that bad. You know, we're on this uphill here. It's gonna firm bounce and release quite a bit. I think just give it a touch on the backspin. Like, you need, I don't know. If we go uphill a few here, and then the big bounce and release, maybe give a touch on the lob wedge to run up. But I think ultimately this should get up to the hole. Oh, now we hit it perfect. See, I'm expecting to hit that. Okay, I could have gone up a club. Ultimately, I'm expecting that to go fast to bring it back to the left. But you know what? It's still 3 birdies to start. You know, as much as it's like, oh, you messed that up. It was a par 5. So ultimately still leaving ourselves, you know, with enough opportunity to score. All right, so approaching here, we are downhill. And I need a few yards of loft on this because we're going to hit somewhere, hopefully around where we're aimed. Bounce it and just let it dribble the rest of the way. Now let's steady the swing. Okay, I can take baby fast. I can take baby fast. As long as we're not mega fast, baby fast is gonna work just fine. Ooh, okay. Pin is down here. I can get, so what, that's up 6, 307, so 305, I can get 14 more, 319, wind at the back. I think you just... I'm gonna try and full send. Try and get into that bunker, like one of those bunkers down there. Not that bunker. Although if we find the green, that could be a different story. So this is going to be a long bunker shot. Just hit the slow ever so slightly. Drifted it a bit too far. So I guess I should have played that a little bit more left to be safe. I don't know if then we hit the fast, we'd be in a bad spot, but... I still think this is the type of thing we can get enough control out of this. I think being in these greenside bunkers is not all that bad. Now, 70% is a little bit short. So it's definitely going to take a bounce. So I'm wondering if we go here, 70% out of this, 13 yards. See, that's too long. All right. We're a bit at the mercy of this bounce here. I'm still putting the brakes on for when it kicks down. Just get too far left. Just get too far left. So ends up being that bunker, I guess the safe play is going up another club there. Tough to make the right call on that. Hey, thank you for the luck, Casey. That came out so short. Which is like crazy because I've been missing my chips today long, so slightly off on the drive, slightly off on the approach, and yeah, that's how you don't score a hole. But honestly, it's to be expected to make mistakes at some point. I'd be kidding myself if I thought we were gonna play the perfect round. All right, I truly do not know with this shot. But we're gonna try and put some shape on it and hit the brakes. Good strike, drifting a little right, but I don't want to fully go after it to the left because if we misplay it, then we're in the bunker. Okay, so we are able to get the 5-iron to sit down softly. Admittedly, that leaves us a little bit further because I am still thinking it might release on us. Can't see a blessed thing. So let's see how we feel about this. If I go out here and get this turning, I think I gotta go a little more. Still low. Wow. All right. All right. That breaks that much. It just doesn't feel like it, but story of my life is not being the hottest putter. So, you know, we gotta fight for every stroke. Is this downhill enough? Honestly, I think you can cover this. Hit 104, so we should definitely be able to cover it. I thought about, like, maybe we could just cover this normally, but you know what? Feeling pretty good about that. Now, the ironic part is... Yeah, now it's like a long pitch might be the way to go here. I think what we'll end up doing is playing this somewhere over here. And then we just gotta play, like, full backspin. And just a little bit of loft. Little bit pushy, but distance control is really, really good. Just tough when you get little sliders like this. Especially when we just underread that last putt. So I don't wanna like do anything crazy in terms of reading this putt, but we were definitely off on the last one, so I'm gonna give this a little more. Okay. Okay. We end the par streak there. Par streak dies at 2. Able to convert. Love to see it. Hey, what's going on, Justin? How we doing? All right, so where does like the 310 mark put us? All right, we're gonna go for the overpower. The overpowers have been pretty good to us so far today. The baby's slow though. The distance is good. Got the 103, but it just, that little slow when you're shaped that much just plays so much. But I think this is ultimately a better spot than we were at with the other drivable par 4. 36. Full backspin out of here. And then like half backspin or half loft. Get it. It's pretty good. Pretty good, Justin. Set up at your friend's house for a week while you dog sit for him? It's not a bad gig, though. Chill with the doggos. Oh man, those always feel so good, TFR. Those always feel so good. Wind's coming in on us a little bit here. I'm gonna play a little D-loft. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, I didn't readjust. The wind turned a little bit more in, and I was okay with that for the D-loft distance. Ultimately, did not adjust it enough to come right to left there to get the back-to-back eagles. But that's solid. All right, we're gonna get this on the ground early here. I'm just, right now the tempo's wiggling back and forth a little bit. There's always, whenever you get those hole outs or big shots, what have you, when you see me do the clapping, my heart rate is instantly spiking. I always try and be like so so level and calm and consistent, but yeah, you just sometimes you can't control yourself. You get those shots. Oh no. I thought I was way smoother with that swing than that. I'm off the green. Oh boy. I think also in there, the wind did turn and I had backspin like it was gonna, but it doesn't matter. That was a bad input. I'm not gonna act like the wind screwed me there. I did not hit a good shot at all. Protect the 50 burger at all costs. Yeah, like we just gotta go. We gotta go 7 under through the last 7 holes to get there. I mean, that would be a pretty sick run. That would be a pretty sick run, but that's definitely asking quite a bit. All right, wind's moving on us a little bit. I don't want to play it there. That felt good. Is it going to carry too far, though? Probably the kick is too big, right? I put brakes on it. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right. Good time to hit an input. Good time to hit an input there. All right, another drivable par 4. Downhill, downwind, firm, fast. How does that, the fast... It's gonna go to the right, but is it gonna go too long? It is, right? Yeah. It was always gonna be so tough or nearly impossible to get that to sit. Because I think what I'd have to do there is like fully loft it and then play a partial to land it on the green to hit soft enough. But you know what? I think so long as you just play it far enough back, like just play it to the right of the hole here. I gotta play it safe. I can't play for the eagle. I want to play for the eagle so bad. I want to play for the eagle so bad. The only way I can play for the eagle... Cause like I didn't come here just to whatever. Just play safe, don't chase 50, always chase at 50. I mean, I've got an idea. It's not a great idea, but I've got an idea. Uphill. Percentage. So you're back here. That ended up a little bit shorter. I was kind of hoping that would play all the way to that backstop to really get the rundown. That came out low side. That came out low side, so we did get the release, which is unfortunate. We'll take the bird, though, still. Yeah, definitely wanted to see, like, a cool shot, like, run back, but I was so scared to hit that with any sort of real power. Can you cover this? I think you can. Now, the overpowered might get me in trouble here because of the fast. No, we're good. I keep saying, like, oh, can we cover this? And I'm talking about, like, can I cover this without doing an overpower? And then for whatever reason today, I'm just like, you know what? We're hitting overpowers. So the overpowers are clicking just enough for me to make potentially bad decisions. But I think they've paid out. I think they've paid off more than they've hurt us thus far. Another one of those ones, though, where we did hit it too fast. There's a very fine line. There's a very fine line. Made this definitely tougher than I'd like it to be. Doesn't really do much at the start. It's just like the end part, right? It's too low. Not a bad read. And honestly, a pretty good input in terms of power. All right, come on. Let's play smart. Let's hit good shots. I guess it's less about like smart play and more about like, just good inputs. 24. I'm gonna play like half backspin because it's gonna give some distance and also sit it a little bit. All right, come on. Smooth stroke. There we go. That felt so crisp. That felt so crisp. And then this runs a little bit left. Just don't get to that downhill behind. So good. It's so good, Lockhead. I'd say that's locking in for one. And then I say that, and then I immediately put it in the bunker. I get too complacent. Wow, get away with one. Get away with one, though, why don't you? All right, come on, Colby, focus up. It ain't over. It ain't over until we're back in the clubhouse. How do we attack this? How do we attack this? That's okay. I would much rather the slight fast there than play it slow. Like, that right side is death. That right side is death. Wouldn't put it in the bunker? Yeah, that seems like wise. That seems like a wise thing to me. I get very nervous there that, like, if I don't hit that enough, there's so much break at the end that if it's like at all under power, it turns so hard. Okay, so now we have the opportunity for some eagles coming in, right? Medium wins. I mean, it's longer holes, but 2 par 5s. 2 par 5s in the last 3 holes. Hit that one just a little bit fast. I'm gonna need a kick, but I might not get it. Yeah. I did that to myself. I hit the baby fast. So this would be one that you'd be like hitting 3 wood. So let's play it. Let's play it safe, play it smart. That's a terrible kick. That's so unfortunate. It's just... Okay. Making it a little bit more interesting. Little bit more interesting, shall we? Sandwich pitch is a few yards short of the hole or more. Trying to think, do we have a good play at this? Can I get creative in any way? Gap wedge pitch 80% is gonna play like 71. 67. We're a few yards late there, or a little bit long. Let's try and use this backstop potentially. Don't you dare be too far. Thank goodness. I was like, there's really no reason why that should ever fly the slope. I worked so hard to like work it out of like, okay, this lands at the hole, short of the hole, or on the slope. Like, there's no way this gap wedge pitch flies it to the upper tier. Because if it did, I was gonna be so upset. So fast. To be fair, that one didn't feel right on the backswing, and I think that's why I rushed that one. But I gotta calm myself down. been fighting myself on like getting too antsy or something. I'm just like, oh, gotta swing now. Yeah, a little trigger happy. Come on, nice smooth 7. A little better, but still on that fast side. But when it's only a little fast, it's a little more manageable. Still D greens. Still D greens. You suck. You suck. I thought we had it. I really thought we had it. All right, one last. If you don't see, this is interesting. I think to cover this bunker anyway, you need 330. I can get 317, 320 into the wind. It's less, and then you gotta overpower it. So, unfortunately, I don't know if you can go after this in 2. No pressure, Loxton. Thank you for the bits. Yeah, the eagle is definitely a squeeze. Because you get 2 up, and then another 5, and then the wind. Climbing this is going to be tough. That just pushed so far to the right. If we get up to this upper echelon, though, which is what that backspin was supposed to do, we might have a long putt at it. Thank you for the bits. All right, come on. Let's sink this. Let's sink this eagle. Inherently, I struggle with these. So I don't know how good my guesstimation is going to be. Let's just think about this, right? So if you're hitting this Can you imagine the scenes if that backdoors? Can we just imagine the scenes if that backdoors there at the end? But you know what? I gotta say that's 3 really good rounds. That's 3 really good rounds. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. The round 3 was not what we had hoped it to be. But 14 under on that round is according to these scores pretty good. There's a 15 to 17, and we're tied with a bunch of other people at 14, and even less than, you know, some guys shot less there in the top. So tied for 10th on PlayStation at the moment. I would have to think that overall we're going to drop just outside of that sweet spot to remove a demo mark, but should be comfortably inside the top 20 here for the week. I am very, very happy with it.